The budget for public safety is, and as I believe should be, number one. It's not just half of our budget, it's 70%. And there's always room for more because unfortunately, last I heard, we still had unfilled positions at the police department. So definitely public safety is always first and foremost on my mind as well. But with that said, I don't just think of law enforcement, I know law enforcement. My brother's an LA County Sheriff's deputy. I sympathize, I empathize with his struggle, just like he empathized and sympathized with mine as a psychiatric nurse. He worked at a prison for 10 years just for the opportunity to get to work in the community. What they have to go through, I got to tell you, it's a struggle. I respect them deeply. And you know what? He respects me too, because we work in prisons as well. Jokingly, they call us hug-a-thugs because we're the other end of the spectrum. We're the guys that go in there for counseling. We go in there to connect with folks, to really make a difference in their lives, get them turned around, get them to never want to come back to prison ever again. We do it in partnership with law enforcement. Now, that funding, I am sure that they would stop and say, hey, let's put that aside for a second. Let's see if we're really doing everything we can, broaden the services that we're providing our folks, our residents in the community. Some of these folks need mental health services. When there's a mental health emergency, what do most people do? Mayor Pro Tem, I mentioned this to you. They call 911. What happens when they call 911? Someone who's having a schizophrenic emergency, the last thing they want to see is an armed person approaching them. These are the things that I believe that our funding, our services, our budget can be reallocated towards possibly considering broadening these services. There's an organization in the community that just started. Mayor Pro Tem informed me of that as well. Very informative interview. I really, really appreciated it, Mayor Pro Tem. Thank you. Who can make these kinds of responses. And I'm hoping, together with law enforcement, we can broaden the services that we provide to our residents to address issues of mental health, alcoholism, drug addiction, so that we can really turn folks around. Not just build more shelters and consider that the solution. Real person-centered approach. That's what I believe our budget can also be used for. 70%. It's a huge amount. But you know what? It's an important amount. I believe in public safety, but I also believe in helping the residents. There needs to be a balanced approach, equitable approach that helps us all. God bless you guys. Thank you for your time and really for understanding. I mean, I know these things get out of hand sometimes, but you've all been great. Thank you.